Was there a part that was the weirdest to you, or where you just remember, like, man, this isn't football the way I know it?
Yeah, when it was probably like 2 weeks away from the season, we still weren't sure if we were gonna have a season. That was really weird to me because there was a lot of mixed emotions going around, and I think it kind of led off into the season.
How about not playing in front of fans? What was the weirdest part of that? Whether it was hearing all the coaches or not being able to get fired up coming out of a tunnel or whatever?
I say the weirdest part was just hearing the fake fan noises. That was
Really?
weird. Yeah, that was the weirdest part.
Why was that? Why was that so weird? Just it was.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just weird to me because like not playing with fans, it was bad, but it was something like we were able to overcome. Some people were more comfortable without like we were able to hear each other calls, communicate more. But the fake noises, it was just in the way. It was like.
Well, you were the turnover king last year. Do you ever remember a time where, obviously, if it's fake crowd noise, somebody would have to turn it down if you just made a game-changing play, right? And sometimes that didn't always happen.
Yeah, weird deal.
And now with the second, just going to more just like positional stuff, with you guys being at the second level of the 3-3-5, Josh was telling us how it took till 3/4 of last season before everyone was really comfortable as a defensive unit in the new set. What have you seen just from your unit with the linebackers, what you guys have maybe learned from last year and trying to bring into this season?
So yeah, due to the short off season last year, we went into the season, we knew the defense, but we didn't know the defense like how our coaches knew the defense. And I feel like the best way you can be successful on defense is know the defense like your coach. And it wasn't until this spring when we had to go through the reps and go through the basic fundamentals of the defense where we actually knew all the moving parts, like what the D-line was doing, what the back end was doing, the corners were doing. Knowing what everybody's doing will put you in a better position.
Did you get the whole thing installed last year, the 3-3-5, or are you adding even more new stuff this year as kind of the second year?
I thought I had it installed until we came in spring ball. Then I started really learning things and seeing it differently, and I feel like it's going to help my game this year.
How'd the scrimmage go for the defense as a whole last weekend?
It was times where it was iffy, but it was pretty clean. There was a lot of stuff we can clean up. We had a couple guys down, but the guys who did come up, they stepped up and they showed that they can play.
What did you take away from it? Like, what's you said is there stuff you guys are kind of focusing on to improve from it?
It's always the little things that everybody already knows. We had a chance to go through in the spring. The small things like camping gets tough. A lot of people get tired.
Sure.
They get fatigued. They forget their techniques. They forget the small things, and it's just getting through the fatigueness. And I feel like this week, having an extra week going 6 days in a row, that helped build people's wings, and people are more on point when it's like a tempo or something's going, bullets are flying. We can still stay locked in.
For sure. Was there a sequence where you were maybe kind of able to see the 3-3-5 in its full form? You know what I mean? Guys flying around,
Yeah, every three and out. That's what we're going for.
Okay.
So 3 and out. I mean, everybody did what they had to do those first 3 plays.
Nice.
Mikel, what's your impression of Deuce Chestnut been so far in training camp?
Tough young dude. Tough. He know what to do, and his mindset. He know he belongs on the first team since he got here. His approach to everything, like training room, in the dorms, everything.
2 or 3 more for Mikel.
Kind of incredible that Marlo and Steph are true freshmen.
Yeah.
How have you seen them get better from last year?
So much better. Just as well as me, they understand the defense way more, and they know how to use their abilities way more, as much as like pass rushing. Also, Jeffrey Cannon. Like, we got a lot of young dudes in the room that could play, and it has gotten better since last year.
What's the part of playing in front of fans again this year that you're looking forward to the most?
Third down is best. Hearing the fans get fired up on third down, we go out there and make a stop, and they get even more fired up. It just brings energy and juice to the team. It just flows, keep the momentum going.
I know we keep throwing different names at you. What makes Sean Tucker so good? I'm assuming you've gone against him quite a bit the last couple of years.
Yeah. I feel like him just running downhill, being able to cut, and his vision. He has great vision. He can start the run on the left side and end it on the right and score his touchdown. Or the opposite. His vision is crazy. Acceleration, everything.
How hard is he to knock backwards? It seems like every time I watch him run, maybe just because he's so low, he always goes forward.
I think that's because we most of the time we thudding.
Yeah, that's fair.
Defense.
All right,
Most
so
of the
you've
time we
got him a few times.
Yeah,
You've got him a few times.
But he is hard to tackle.
That's fair. I mean, like, Jarvion's big, but Sean, just
Yeah.
like, you go back and watch the games, it's just like every time it's just like, he doesn't ever get caught clean.
He runs real low, and he knows how to shift his weight into somebody.
Yeah, for sure.
last one if anybody's got it.
And then now just, I mean, we were talking with Coach Babers, and he was telling us how the scrimmage, it was just nice to, hear pads hitting again and actually seeing people finish on plays. What do you maybe, and with the 3-3-5, physicality is a big part of that, especially at the first and second level, just to make sure that no one gets to that third level. What are maybe the biggest thing your coaches have been preaching to you guys? You were saying how, kind of the coaches knew the set last year, but the players maybe not so much. What is the biggest things they've been preaching to the linebackers specifically?
Now that we know what we're doing and we know all the moving parts and know what's going on in the defense, the biggest thing he's been preaching is being aggressive, physical, and having effort to the ball. If we have those three things, then no one can stop us.